Hi, my name's Kat. I'm the Book Tart, and I'd like to tell you about a contemporary romance that I was able to curl up with last night and get sucked into, and I didn't look up until I finished the book. I love when that happens. This book is Nicole Flockton's contemporary romance, Rescuing Dawn. It's a standalone story, but it is a companion story to her first novel, Masquerade. There's some characters from that story that make an appearance. It was so nice to see Sophie and Alex again. I loved that. And Dawn, I'd been waiting for Dawn's story. She is suffering and she's grieving. Dawn is the night shift nurse at this hospital, and she is still grieving the loss of her husband and infant son 2 years previously. She works the night shift. She works and goes home and sleeps, works and goes home and sleeps. She's existing. She's in a cocoon. Nicole wrote it so I felt, I empathized with her, I connected, I ached for her and that loss and that survivor's guilt and that agony and the questioning and her pain. And into her life comes her high school sweetheart, Andrew. He left her and sailed around the ocean for about 10 years, and now he's back as a paramedic. And the sparks that fly when they see each other, and yet she's not sure if she wants to try again because of the grief that she's already lived through once, and well, twice really. The loss of her husband and son, and the first loss of her, first love. And so to see her make brave choices and make decisions, and to see Andrew be there for her and listen to her and not give up. And it was just a beautiful relationship. I loved it. And yes, there's some yummy steamy bits, and there's a lot of really deep emotional caring parts. It's really good. So I highly recommend Rescuing Dawn by Nicole Flockton if you want a contemporary romance to just get swept away by. I'm going to read you a bit from Rescuing Dawn. So let me get to it. It's page 19. And this is when she's talking to Andrew, one of their first meetings, re-meetings. I don't work day shifts. She could see the confusion clouding Andrew's eyes. It was a look she was used to seeing whenever she told someone she worked the night shift all the time. She braced herself for the usual. "What are you, a vampire joke?" to be uttered from his mouth. "What do you mean you don't work day shifts?" Dawn really didn't want to get into her reasoning for her career choices with Andrew. Not tonight. Not ever. "I only work nights. And before you make a smart-ass crack about wondering if I'm a glowing vampire or some other paranormal creature, I made the choice to work nights." She shut her mouth quickly before she revealed the real reason to him. Andrew didn't need to know. All he needed to know was that coffee or drinks or anything else was out of the question. That's a pretty big decision to make, to shut yourself off from everyone, especially seeing as you're not even 30. Dawn inhaled as if she'd been hit in the stomach. His words weren't ones she hadn't heard before, but because he'd known how much she'd loved life and loved to be involved with various activities, the way he said it held a bit of censure. "I like my life the way it is." He seemed to consider what she said, as if weighing whether it was true or not, whether there was any validity to it at all. As if reaching a decision, he gave her a small nod. "Fair enough. You can choose to live your life any which way you'd want, but I'd still like to catch up with you. Sometime soon." Dawn felt as if she'd dodged a bullet. She needed to squash any thoughts or hopes Andrew might be having, that she'd be up for a casual fling with him. "While I appreciate the invitation, the answer is still no." She looked him in the eyes, reinforcing her words with an unwavering gaze. "It's been nice to see you, but I'm not going to pick up where we left off. I'm not going to be your convenience while you cool your heels until the next adventure you can't say no to pops up. So thanks, but no thanks, all the same." "I only asked you for coffee, Dawn, not to move in with me. But I do know a hint when I see one." He sent a devilish look her way. His eyes sparkled, and a grin he'd laid on her could charm the fur off a lion. She'd known the danger of that smile. He'd used it on her many previous occasions. It always spelled trouble, and she knew she wasn't going to like what he was about to say. Whether I take note of the hint or not is really the question. See you around, Dawn. With a quick touch to her cheek that left a trail of heat winding its way through her body, he walked away, leaving her speechless. Rescuing Dawn by Nicole Flockton. Go check it out. Thanks for the Book Tart.